Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baker going to throw this right away. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Urban. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing I have here, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play
it's a
call.
gain of 18. Complete to Emeka Egbuka. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Baker going to give it to Urban. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
20.
start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
He was brought down by
and that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
It's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they go into the ground just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The throw is gone. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Tonight, 180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And here he'll be brought a little shot of the 35 at the 36.
Tackle made at the 36.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second
Ball
and
on the
5.
36 now. Here's second down and 5.
Like 20.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's
line.
first and 10 at the 18.
Like 20.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1 yard
But not much on that
Brings
run,
up
Charles.
second and
No,
9.
that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground,
180.
honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gone. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his run back over the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
Game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Mayfield. And pressure. He's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up sitting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The final shot before break here. Goff. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin.
A good tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
180.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
35-yard line.
20. Hey, kill.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
20. Hold on. Check. Super one.
Now gone. Got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cut. 20.
Back to throw. Gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
180.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Man, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the keeper, here's Gordon. They get hard front yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off. The decision to go for it, first and goal.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown.
It's a gain of
and you and I both
17
know
yards.
this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing, Mayfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
180!
Mayfield to throw it. This is Shepard on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Point it right.
Mayfield with it once more. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Lions 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight! 180! DC!
Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
180!
Now it's gone. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
120!
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have the Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Lions first down.
Goff. Well, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released him. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
Gain of 19
Brandon's
yards.
okay what they're doing right now.
That's
Still
good.
able to work the middle of the field, but you know
First
sooner
down.
or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1st and
Plenty
10
of time.
at the
All
34-yard
3
line.
timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now it's gone. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Like 20.
From the ground, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run for Gibbs here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Goff now to throw. Right side to Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up fourth down.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Who wants it more? This is fourth and a yard.
Cut. Like 20. Like 20.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
First down.
Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
180. We go. 76. 76.
Now gone. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they take it away late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We call a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw. He's taken down. They'll come up now on second down.
5 yards. It's second down.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Presidential Field in Philadelphia. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's going to run it. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, if we...
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. That is Josh Uche getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hopkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
26 yards.
A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner.
you got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Again, it's Jones. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, here's Jones. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
At the 31-yard line.
We typically see the big guys up front, Mike, make plays at the line. But every so often, he's able to drive through, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work. Just took those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
25-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score. as we begin 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Rolling to the left. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Eagles offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Screen set up for Barkley. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. This one is caught by Johnson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's
a bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap down to Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. One-on-one, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
They came back to their first first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Elliott is good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Drive. Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A big play for Minnesota. That is a 74-yard gain.
First down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss of 2.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Under pressure. Down he goes. They've got him back in the 10.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's McCarthy. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. The Vikings are on to, it's now 10-7.
Eagles 7.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Hurts. They'll try to set up the screen here. And mark them down at the 44-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Hurts. To the left.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd, they need 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this 1st quarter. And it might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. They run it once more with Jones. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
brings up
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
To the right side is John Hopkinson, his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On first down, here's McCarthy. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Justin Jefferson.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That one, take it in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings will get out in front, 17-7.
17. Eagles 7.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. yard pickup on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll stay on the ground with Larkin. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
13 yards on the play.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Second and 10. Look wide. Getting this one complete. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Now it's Hurts. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's McCarthy. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll motion over Thielen. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Vikings.
A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards.
26-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Andrew Makuba from his safety spot to make the stop.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And that's a 1st down. It would be a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
With the 6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard on the
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He'll try to run for it, and he'll take this one in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings.
Touchdown Vikings.
The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Vikings go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening at the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A first down throw for Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. That is caught wide on the RPO. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Hurts. Short pass, he's got count to 10. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a standout performance early on in this one at his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Eagles 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Rolling right, and he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return is not going anywhere. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The outside catch made by Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 5. Hurts will try it again. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but it's not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Caught by Saquon. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three-points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Off the play fake, Hurts. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 32 yards.
For Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards
at the 11-yard line.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and You can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
Vikings 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Zach Bond, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Thielen. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 26
that
yards.
one good for 26 yards.
Vikings first
These
down.
crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Handoff. Jones. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
Looked like
11.
that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
To number 3, Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Vikings
28.
cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be tackled around the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space. And we're able to convert.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Down Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45s.
That's good.
Hurts and Brown connect. And it's a 1st down for Philly.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Quickly out to Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That's one good for just a couple.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll step up and run this. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
10 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a game of about 1 by Eric Wilson on the tackle.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts now. Now the screen set up for Barkley.
Complete. Number 26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Brings up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
And an Eagles
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 14-yard
We hear
line.
the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back, and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard now?
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown. Greg, there are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that old school play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that can continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think he should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal line.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are going to open up the lead to 8.
Vikings 27.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. But deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. These running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. It's McCarthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here now, 3rd and 5. For the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. They punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Call his own number. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
They'll run it here with Saquon. They managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. This run is crossed by Dotson. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. I hit that a little too well, lands a couple yards in the end zone. for a touchdown.
20-yard line.
The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. I'm out.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It covers 51 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
First down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Jones. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
I like the first down call, Mike. You're trying to take advantage of a defense that might be selling out, expecting run, but to no avail. Then you change it up and go on the ground for nothing. Brings up third down. This is a tricky situation for any play caller.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big spot here for the Vikings. They'll try to add on the two-point conversion.
The Vikings will line up.
Now McCarthy. That'll be caught. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game up. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Gibson now on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
17 yards.
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a 1st down for Philly.
1st and 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just hand off right, hand off left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a 1st down.
3 yards.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The 1st down pass. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And the defense can't come up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them 1 step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's got his tight end, got it, working the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
On the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll be third down. Throwing is Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's in. Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Eagles 42, Vikings 33.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he is stopped. 25, the drive will begin there. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Coming after the catch, it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
This is Jones. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll run the sneak. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Minnesota.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
More with Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back at the 42.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And now it's 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
It's brought into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 11. A little play action here with McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Third and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That's off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. Taking off.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw is McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive.
And he will score. Game on. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Riker now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings will cut it to a 2-point lead.
42. Vikings 40.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. That's Goddard in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 25-yard
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We got this.
It is 3rd and long. Hurts now. That's taken in by Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. Off the play fake. Hurts. And they move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Hurts will try it again. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Barkley. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his man with Smith. He's got the first down. Not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. On return, here comes Sean Tucker. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Looking deep to open the game. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Baker now off the play fake. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
King, 180. King. Dot.
Pressure coming. Baker. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. All right, for the first time with Jalen Warren. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Looking quickly here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air on first down. Rogers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Steelers
First down throw here by Rogers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Going again here, it's Rogers. Hits him on the out. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. Run. Hey, I'm 33.
Baker now from the gun. Getting out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely nicely done. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Baker. He's got Mecca and Buka. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. His first down downs after picking up about 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
At the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds the in route complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
A gain of 4 yards.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Point it right. Hey, alert! What's up?
Baker now. Left and Otten makes the grab. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now.
Hey, 133. 180. Stop.
Mayfield the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey! What's up?
Here's the give to Irving. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run down 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. It's inside the 10. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
What's up?
On the give, this is Irving. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
180. Pistol. Alert. Regular. What's up?
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Rodgers going to throw on first. That's his back, Jalen Warren. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Hits him on the end route. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield escapes the pocket. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, here's Baker. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, we're 33. Kings.
Throwing, Baker. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
Kings. What's up?
3rd down, give to Irving. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is a 39-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
17. Steelers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Run for Warren here to start the 3rd. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9, and that brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Run with warning. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense up to the line pass.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Steelers first down.
Going to the ground again on first. They can do it on the outside. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46.
Here's from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. And they limit the damage after the count, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. All set now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warren here from the gun. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Stop that time by Jamel Dean.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Rogers. He's got a man left. The tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the air on first down. Rogers. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Rogers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Again, Rogers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
A 40-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And they'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points. And able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now pressure coming. And he let his man just do too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Hey, alert!
2nd down. Mayfield the pass. It's being left side by Amuka. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century. And it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
3rd and short, Mayfield. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Another 3 and out.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, Warren. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's third down.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. Will take over inside the red zone as he goes out on the return.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
He's going to roll it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Steelers 10. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Still has some space up near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short-yard gain to find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Perfect play to break it big.
He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the fourth. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Rodgers has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
Steelers will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
King. Set. Point it right. 180. Watch out.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to Irving now. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. We'll look to throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
180.
inside give. Still has some space inside the 35. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming on the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Now a timeout called just as the play clock was down to 2. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers who take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. This is the type of game everyone